Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for watching today. Friday, and looking out from my office here, the skies are blue. Looks like springtime. It's finally hitting us here. But today, Friday, we're talking about the setup, the structure, the prep, and how important that is in life and everything in life. So this reminds me a couple things. I'm going to give you two things that this reminds me of. Some things. One, it was a documentary, Jack Nicklaus, the golfer. A lot will say the best golfer, the most successful golfer that ever existed. I think 18 major championships. I'm not a major golf watcher. I just like to watch I think 16 or 18 major championships that, I just like to see who's the best and what they do and what they accomplish. But the whole point of that was Jack Nicklaus said a successful shot in golf, 80% of it, 80% of the successful shot was the setup and the prep and the structure, just getting it set up. And 20% was the actual swing. So in life, I look at that as everything in personal health, business. 80% of life is the setup, getting prepared, prepping, setting up what you need, the structure, and you need to have that swing. And the swing is the execution of what you want to accomplish. And the execution is 20% of importance, not of time. So this is the very important thing, is that in business, sometimes some people, I get this a lot in real estate and agents, they're spending 80% of their time getting ready, setting up, structured. That's important. That's 80% of it is important, and 20% is execution, and that's the importance, not the time. You should be spending 20%, in my opinion, on your prep and brainstorming, but you have to have 80% execution. Imagine this, you can't be working or you can't be prepping. If you want to work, say, just easy math, 10 hours a day, you can't spend 8 hours of that 10 hours just getting ready, just thinking, prepping, doing different things, and then only spending 20% executing it. So just want to make sure that was clear before I go on that. So how important making sure you have the right systems. Example, I'll just go right into some business organization, is having the right database of where you're keeping your people, your notes, your organization, your follow-up, your schedule, your calls, your emails, campaigns, all of that. Because if you keep on calling people and prospecting out there and you have no follow-up plan, a structure, a setup, a prep, like, okay, this is where the notes go. This is where I could put for follow-up. This is where I put this is a hot lead, a cold lead, a warm lead. You have to have the setup on that and to make sure it's done right. Just like you could go out there, back to the golf analogy, you go out there and swing a club forever, all 8 hours a day. But if you're not swinging it right, you're not holding it right, you're not aiming in the right place, it's not going to go the right where you want it to go. I see a lot of, recreational golfers, and I'm one of them. Gosh, I don't golf as much as I used to. I haven't golfed in a couple of years, but I don't have the time to. But I know I was always one of those recreational golfers. I'm trying to hit that ball as hard as I can, and guess what? It's going way over in the other fairway. I just remember when I was younger, golfing with my father. My father was a pretty average golfer, and when he got older, and I started getting older, like in my 20s, and he was getting older, and I was like, gosh, now I'm in, older and stronger, finally getting to that point, like, when a son gets stronger than their dad. I know all the guys out there watching or listening to this might think of this. But at one time when your son and you look at your father as at this this strong person, and then you get to that point where like, wow, I'm stronger than my dad now. You just get to that point. Like, I'm gonna go golfing. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna show him up this time. I'm gonna hit that ball farther, and I'm gonna do much better than him. And he always beat me because he always hit straight, and he was calm, and he always beat me because he was always he wasn't going for that 300-yard drive. He was just said, I want to get on, and I'm going to get on the green in 2. And he's like, I'll get on the green in 3 or 4. I got in the green, maybe 2 or 3, and then I'd 4-putt it. And so he was more about the execution, because he knew in his age he's not going to swing that. You get to like where I'm at the age of my life now, I'm not swinging that ball as hard as I can. This club is at, because I'll hurt my back. I'll hurt something. I'll pull something. So I'm more about the execution now, and the setup and the prep. So I'm going to go another tangent here. Where you're going, this goes along with the setup, is that some people in life two things are motivating them. Two major things. Either one, a goal, a dream, and it's pulling you. It's pulling you. You're running after it. You're chasing your dreams. Remember, so you're chasing your dreams. So I visualize this. This is how I visualize it. There's your dream, and you're running towards it. You're going towards it, and their dream kind of moves, and you're running. The dream's moving. Like, okay, I got to do this. I got to do that, and you're running. Now, that's a good way of living life, is that you're chasing, you're running, you're keeping an eye on something. Now think of the other thing, the exact opposite. The exact opposite. Some people in life are not chasing their dreams and go after their dreams. They're just running away from their fears. They're running away from their fears. Like example, some people you're working every day because you're fearful. I have to work. I have to be successful. I have to, because if not, I don't make enough money. I can't pay my bills. I can't pay the car payment. I can't pay the rent. Can't pay this. I can't afford. And so many people out there, and it might be some of you watching this, that are running from their fears. And when you're running from your fears, it's like this. Imagine, and I've used this analogy in some of my videos, being chased by a bear. A bear's chasing you, okay? Hopefully that never happens. But a bear's chasing you. Guess what? You are not looking where you're going. You're just trying to get away from that bear. You're just, you don't know. You don't care. You're just looking behind you, and you're running. You're running left. You're running right. You're not even looking where you're running. You're just looking about, I just need to get away from this bear. Imagine that in life. That's life. That's if you're just running from your fears, you have no direction. You have no setup. The setup's out the door. The prep is out there. Even so, the point I'm getting at, if you have the perfect plan, but there's this big fear, you're not going to do it. You're not going to take the time to set up. You're not going to take the time to prep. You're not going to take the time to relax and make sure that shot in life is lined up before you take the shot, because that fear is behind you. You don't have time, and you're just doing it. You're just running, and you're just doing what you want, what you need to do to avoid that fear. So I know in life you can't sometimes take that fear out, but you got to be able to figure out how to manage it. So it's not pushing you, it's motivating you. Do you know what I mean? There's a fine line between pushing you and making you move, than motivating you and giving you the time and the calm to, I got to execute these things set up and prep. So hopefully that makes some sense there. I rather chase something than be chased by something. That's the bottom line. And then that's where, that coincides with the prep and the setup and the structure and making sure you're running or chasing in the right direction of where you're going. So if you don't have the right tools, the right motivation, the right attitude, the right help, the right support, the right everything, it just takes longer to get there. And sometimes without all that prep and setup and structure, you'll never get there. You'll just be spinning your wheels, kind of like, just driving without a plan, without having the right, vehicle and the right gas and the right, making sure the car's working and oil. And, I'm just kind of like oil, making sure you have the right vehicle in life to get to where you want to go. So hopefully that made a little bit of sense. I know I was all over the place a little bit there. I'm talking about bears and golf and, and life. So, but that's it for today, Friday, the 22nd of April. So remember, I'm here for you. Call me, text me, email me anytime. I'm happy to put you in my schedule. I know it's booking up, but and spend some time with you and help you with whatever you need. So have a great Friday, a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.